Hi, my name is Danny Mooring. I'm the co-founder of Aero Digital and the Ranking System. It's a system that we built specifically for roofers to help them eliminate marketing waste, stop spinning their wheels on pay-per-lead and pay-per-click marketing, start taking control of their leads, and stop with all the hassle that's involved with all of that stuff. I'm going to show you actually how, by focusing on just one local search term, and I mean one. So think about it. For each business, roofing business, there needs to be at least 12, but probably closer to 20 local search terms that you're targeting and to be at the top of Google on, okay? But we're just going to talk about one right now. One local search term can add $88,000 to sales to your roofing business in the next 12 months. And folks, there's real math behind this with actual data to back it up, and I'm going to show it to you. I'm going to be super transparent. I'm going to show it to you in just a minute. But if you flip that for just a minute, and you see that, okay, if I don't focus on it, I'm missing out on $88,000. That's pretty powerful too. We want to make sure that you're capturing all that revenue, and that's just one. So think about how much more profit is out there, how many more sales are out there if we had 20 search terms that we are really targeting and ranking for. Okay, so that's why you want to be a rank king. So what is being a rank king? Well, it's dominating Google for keywords that are most profitable to your business in your market. That's what it is. And a quick side note, there's been a lot of amazing technology that's come out in the past 10 years for digital marketing. A lot of demographic targeting, user behavior targeting, geofencing. There's all sorts of stuff out there because data has been so rich and immersive in everything that marketing does. But there's been a lot of legislation lately and a lot of pressure on these tech companies to back off and give the users more privacy. Apple just released about 6 months ago an update that actually allows users to say, no, don't track my behavior. Well, this is going to really start hurting, and it already has, start hurting performance type marketing, meaning pay-per-lead type stuff. So if you're doing it, you're probably already seeing a little bit of a decline where you're going to have to spend more money to keep up with what you were getting before, or you're just flat out seeing a decline. And so is your competition. And most competition out there for roofers has not switched to focusing on the tried and true method of just making sure your business and your website is ranking on Google. So right now is the time to become a rank king. It'll be easier now than it will in 12 to 24 months. So let's just talk real quick about the hierarchy of a Google search result. So when Google produces a result, of course, they want to get paid. So the first thing they're going to do is return an ad. They've got two different types of ads that they show up at the top. One of them is the local service ads. That's going to be at the very top. That's their pay-per-lead model that they have. If there are roofing companies in your market that are doing it, you're going to see that there. Next then is going to be pay-per-click ads. So then you've got actual pay-per-click ads. Then you have the map. There is an ad spot available on the map. It'll be at the very top. You get one spot there. So sometimes you'll see 4 results, but the organic is 3. And then you've got the other Google organic results here, okay? So that's what is going on with a Google search result, and making sure that you show up in the top 3 of the map and making sure that you show up in the top 3 on the Google organic results. That's the key to everything. And that's how you get that $88,000 just on that one local search term. That's how you get that revenue back, okay? So where does Google, or how does Google choose who to rank where? It's actually the same for the most part, virtually the same for the websites and map. The difference, of course, between the two is that Google's looking to the website and how to rank that organically on the main search results. Where for the maps, it doesn't look at the website. It's actually looking at your Google My Business page. So you really need to make sure that whoever's helping you with your quote-unquote SEO is not just dealing with your website, but dealing with your website and your map, your Google My Business piece. And that's what ranking is. We deal with all of it, and we make sure you dominate those search terms, not just on the map or not just on the organic results, but on both. It's super important. So there are 3 key factors for each that are the same, and then the map has an additional factor. So let's go over them real quick. So this is how they choose who to rank where. Proximity to user or search term. So if I search roof replacement near me or roof replacement Austin, Texas, it's going to look at who's closest to the user, who's closest to the search term. And the real trick is making sure that you don't just show up for people that are, within a couple miles of your location, but that you show up for whoever's searching in your broader marketplace. So it's super important. There's a trick to it. We know how to do it. And it's making sure that we post and optimize your GMB page to add those other areas that are in there, right? So proximity to user and search term, content. So what content is on there? You can post on Google My Business, not only photos, but actual posts like you can on Facebook. And that they kind of serve the same purpose as content on a website or a blog. So it's make sure you have good content. Then there's the technical work. We're not going to get into that, but there's tons and tons of technical work, both on Google Maps as well as on your website. and making sure that that technical work is done and optimized and continually revised and refreshed. That's super, super imperative as well. And then for maps only, reviews is a piece too. So doing all that stuff, it's a lot, but knowing someone can do it for you is the key. And that's what ranking does for you. We do all of it and you don't have to worry about it, and we get you to the top. So why is this important now? Well, 90% of consumers use the internet to find a local business. 93% read online reviews about a local business. Consumers read an average of 10 online reviews before feeling able to trust a business. 84% of people trust online reviews as much as a personal recommendation. 48% of consumers only pay attention to reviews written within the last 2 weeks, which means we have to get you reviews and we have to get them often. A lot of you have great reviews. I bet you've got good reviews too. But you have to look at your market. I just was looking at one, they had 54 reviews and a 5.0 rating. That sounds fantastic. But you know what? The next one that I saw had 134 reviews with a 5.0 rating. It depends on what your market looks like and how many reviews you have. So having a system, and ranking will do it for you, to make sure your reviews are constantly updating, constantly getting new reviews, weeding out the bad ones. That's a key too, okay? So who would you call first, right? So we know that reviews actually affect how Google ranks, but then it also affects the user behavior once they do show up. So on this one, we've got New Heights Roofing, we got North Idaho Roofing, we got Hometown Roofing Systems. And if you look at these three, of course you're going to call Hometown first. They've got 139 reviews with a 4.9. New Heights has a 4.9 too, but they only have 64 reviews. It's a no-brainer you're going to call Hometown. So how many leads are you missing? This is where we're going to get into the math. So roof replacement near me. This is some real stats here. This is real data. There are an average of 130 searches in your market for roof replacement near me on Google in a month, an average of 130. That's 1,560 searches in a year, or 1,560 customers in a year. The average investment made for a new roof is $8,000. That's the national average, okay? So here's where we get $88,000. Follow along with me here. 1,560 searches or customers, and we multiplied that by 64%, because that's the percentage of people that will actually take action, visit a website, visit the actual business location, or contact the business after searching. So that gives us 998 web visitors or prospects. We then take that number, multiply it by 5%, and that's the percentage of users who, after contacting the business, become an actual viable lead. Because that's what we really care about, is viable leads, not just traffic. We don't care about traffic. We care about traffic that turns to leads. That gives us 50 viable leads in 1 year off one single keyword. Take 22% of those 50, as that's the average close rate in the roofing industry, and that gives you 11 new customers just off that one keyword obtained in a year. Take that average of $8,000 for a roof replacement and multiply it by the 11 customers, and that's potential lost revenue of $88,000. So what's the true cost of not being a rank king in your market for just one simple keyword? $88,000. Now think of all the different keywords that relate to your business and your market, and imagine what it would look like profit-wise if you became the rank king in each of those keywords in your market. So if you want to learn more about how we cut the fat from your marketing, simplify your outreach, help you become a true ranking in your market, click the link in the message that I sent you, or schedule the appointment right in the link below in the description of this video, and we can chat. I will do a full analysis on your specific market, and it'll be completely free, and we'll talk about what we would do and how we would implement it and what the timelines would look like to get you to become a ranking in your market and start dominating leads without having to pay for HomeAdvisor or anything else.